Da Vinci may have had a helpful eye disorder. It looks like eye disorder may have given Leonardo da Vinci a bit of an advantage. A new study suggests Leonardo da Vinci may have had exotropia, where one eye turns slightly outward, which may have affected three-dimensional vision that helped him paint. According to Science News, visual neuroscientist Christopher Tyler of the City University of London looked at 6 pieces of art thought to be modeled after Da Vinci. 5 of the works show an eye misalignment consistent with exotropia, leading Tyler to think Da Vinci may have had intermittent exotropia. Exotropia is a type of strabismus where one eye turns slightly outward and can be treated with special glasses, eye patches, or surgery. If Da Vinci was able to control his exotropia, Tyler believes it may have given the painter an artistic advantage by allowing him to switch back and forth from seeing in 3 dimensions and 2 dimensions. According to the Washington Post, studies of other self-portraits of famous painters also found that Rembrandt, Edgar Degas, and Pablo Picasso were also strabismic. Keep your eyes open for these great stories. Daily aspirin may be useless and harmful for older adults. If you're an older, healthy adult, you might want to forget about that daily dose of aspirin. According to a new study published in the New England Journal of Medicine, taking a daily low-dose aspirin may have no benefit or might actually be harmful to healthy older adults. According to NPR, the study followed more than 19,000 people aged 65 and older in the United States and Australia for an average of 4.7 years. Participants were given 100 milligrams of aspirin daily or a placebo. According to NBC News, at the end of the trial, 90.3% of the aspirin-treated patients were still alive, compared with 90.5% of those given placebos. The rates of physical disability and dementia were similar in both groups, while the rates of coronary heart disease, heart attacks, and strokes were also similar. The study found a significant risk of internal gastric bleeding in the aspirin-treated group, as well as a slight increase in cancer deaths within the same group. According to Anne Murray, a geriatrician and epidemiologist at Hennepin Healthcare in Minneapolis, who helped lead the study, we found there's no discernible benefit of aspirin on prolonging independent, healthy life for the elderly. Scientists find key to slowing the aging process in mice. Want to live forever? The fountain of youth can be at your fingertips. You just need to transform into a mouse first. According to a University of Minnesota Medical School press release, scientists have found that aged mice treated with fisetin found in many fruits and vegetables has significant positive effects on health and lifespan. As people age, they accumulate damaged cells. As these cells reach a certain level of damage, they go through cellular senescence, whereby they stop dividing. Older people can't clear these damaged cells out as effectively. These damaged cells then begin to accumulate and cause low-level inflammation and release enzymes that degrade tissue. Researchers found that fisetin reduced the level of damaged cells in older mice and published their findings in the journal eBiomedicine. According to one of the study's authors, Paul D. Robbins, these results suggest that we can extend the period of health, termed health span, even towards the end of life. Further research will need to be carried out to see if these results can be reproduced in humans. U.S. infants are eating way too much sugar. Here's some good news for health-conscious parents. American toddlers are basically black holes for processed sugar. A new study by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention finds that U.S. infants are consuming excessive amounts of sugar that even exceed maximum levels recommended for some adults. The study looked at more than 800 children between 6 months and 23 months who had taken part in the 2011 and 2014 National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, where parents were told to record every item their child ate or drank during a 24-hour period. Researchers focused on the sugar added during food preparation or processing, such as cane sugar, high fructose corn syrup, and honey, not natural sugars found in fruit or milk. The results showed toddlers 12 to 18 months consumed 5.5 teaspoons of sugar per day, while toddlers 19 to 23 months ate 7.1 teaspoons a day. For comparison, the daily recommended limits for added sugar for children 2 to 19 years old and adult women is 6 teaspoons or less a day, and 9 teaspoons or less a day for adult men. That's a bummer. A new study published in Current Biology determined BPA-free plastic products aren't necessarily safer. 20 years ago, when the researchers conducted the experiment for the first time, BPA was found to give rise to chromosomally abnormal embryos in mice, leading the researchers to believe the same could be happening to humans. BPA was found to interfere with the endocrine system in the body, which regulates everything from fertility to brain development. In this new study, researchers used BPS, a bisphenol which is used to replace BPA, and found the mice in the study all began to develop reproductive problems even though they were kept in BPA-free cages, similar to their previous study. BPA was found to affect the developing brain, heart, lungs, as well as other organs in the body. The researchers are warning the public about the dangers of different types of plastics used in consumer products, as they could ultimately affect the body. A researcher involved in the study said plastic containers should never be put into the microwave or dishwasher because this causes the chemicals in the container to leak out. Woman's advanced breast cancer cured with immunotherapy. Could this be a game changer? A woman's advanced stage breast cancer that has spread to other parts of her body was cured using her own immune cells. It marks the first time a T-cell immunotherapy application for late-stage breast cancer was successful. Doctors from the National Cancer Institute in Maryland first took biopsies from the woman's tumors and looked at the DNA mutation specific to her cancer. Physicians then extracted immune cells called tumor-infiltrating lymphocytes, TILs, from the biopsies. Billions of these immune cells were then grown in the lab. The researchers then injected 80 billion of the TILs into the woman's body. The treatment was given in tandem with pembrolizumab, a standard cancer drug that helps the immune system. After 42 weeks, the test showed the woman's body was completely free of cancer. According to The Guardian, researchers are now planning full-scale clinical trials.